Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many? 7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Cousins now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. If they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
Here we go, set.
They give it to Williams, running right. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Corral's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Throwing here, Corral. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Broncos 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Broncos 0.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Corral. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, Corral's throw here caught by Mims. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Corral. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and long. Corral throws right side, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Corral. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Corral.
5-yard line.
Touchdown! Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jefferson has his 1st catch. He also has a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Touchdown, Vikings! Ty Chandler, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Williams running left. Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Corral will throw it. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Now Cousins going to change it up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Osborne. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Cousins on first down. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a handoff to Chandler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They run it with Chandler. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete to Addison on the out route. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. And, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he finds Howard complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Back to throw, Corral. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Fakes the handoff here, Corral. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 3rd down, Corral. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 41. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, Corral. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Here's Corral on 1st down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he's up to the 43.
1st down, Vikings.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Randy Gregory coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He gets it to Addison. Oh, some strong running.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's Chandler. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now Chandler. He'll get this down to the 38.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Pass caught here by Osborne. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 32 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Corral now to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 54 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to here in the fourth. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. It's Chandler. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Cousins to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
4th down, Cousins. That is caught, and he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Vikings a first down. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Chandler, and his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. fighting his way through contact. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Corral on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Corral. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. 4th down. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Second and 11 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the